Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I am Frozemelon, and today we'll continue on with our Priest Arena run. Unfortunately, we did actually lose the last game, which we almost kind of had it in the bag as such, at least stabilized, and then they just had a bit more burst damage to kind of finish us off before we could do that. So, those things happen. But anyway, let's just jump into the next game.
Tranda versus Garrosh.
Okay, warrior time. Finally a better start for this deck, which is always quite nice to see. I'll just keep the entire hand. But yeah, most of the games they just haven't had either a decent start either when I play the deck, as well as then my opponents just seem to have like really good control tools, as well as then all the cards they need to kind of make sure that they burst me down. So the last two losses that I've had have been kind of based upon those sort of factors, which is kind of frustrating, but I said they just end up happening, especially when you start getting like 2 wins early on. You instantly come against decks that are going to be sort of like 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Actually, no, you don't really come against those, but like if they only pay you with like higher win decks, you know you're coming against pretty good stuff most of the time. So my opponent has probably finally connected and made a decision on what they want to do. Let's see what card we get off that. Minefield's not too bad. I can play that to a clearer board.
Were you followed?
Okay, that seems rather aggressive to coin that out. So hopefully they do have a 2-drop to play. Otherwise they're going to have a hard time. So this is the one thing I always say is like there is no point you coining out a 2-drop if you don't have another 2-drop. And if they just got a spell off that, which was a there was no point in them doing that either. They should make the trade here. They don't, which means what I can do is I can force tempo play. Because I could use my hero power to heal that, but I'm not going to do that because there's no point. They didn't make the trade. So I've got to watch out because they are generating a good amount of value, so I've got to try and leverage my lead as much as I can.
Yo ho! Set sail for the snack bar!
Okay. So they won't want to give me something that I can play for 4 mana just to kill that, so we'll kind of rule that out if they're smart. If they're not smart, then they've just picked a really good weapon for me to have. That's probably not going to work for them. Gorehal is a good late game weapon, but late game tools aren't be that well. I think they picked this up, the Imbued Axe, so that's what we're going to go for. No, they went for the Gorehal. They actually went for the Gorehal. Interesting. Huh.
Come on,
Reverberations in the void.
And watch them turn there. I honestly didn't think they'd go for a Gorehal, so I'm going to watch out for 7 damage burst. I guess they knew I could take advantage of the weapon straight away, so that's why they picked the Gorehal.
My compliments to the chef.
It's not enemy minions, is it? Random split among all minions, yeah. So, with that being the case... Let's get the C-Infuse effect.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
And there we go. might have to play my 5-mana card just to draw a card, which is kind of frustrating if I have to do that.
Looks like I'm here just in time.
Mummy needs 5 more minutes.
Yeah. It is worth playing this now. I mean, Infuse 2 on this is going to be useful. They can't kill that off, so it means it does get value next turn as well. And I need to play it just before they start playing out the Gore Howl. But I like to say this person's got really good luck with the fact I couldn't capitalize on having a decent early game.
X marks the spot. Listen, you brats.
Okay, so basically it's destroy a minion that deals 3 damage. Most likely. Yep. Oh, Avenge. Kind of frustrating.
Astonishing. Echoes in the darkness.
I'm going to make it sure they can't use the Gore Howl in the way they want. They can kill 2-3 minions off here, which is a big boon if they do it, but then they can lose a lot more health. I've got to be the aggressor here, I can't do too much else.
Can I get a Murgle?
Okay, and we lost. Give me a brawl.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
I have got 2 minefields from this deck.
Listen, you brats. Minutes.
I don't understand how I get 2 minefields out of their deck. But it's good, they're playing more cards, which means I'll try and value trade here. My friend. You really should be more careful with your well plays.
Yo ho! Set sail for the snack bar!
So again, this is why I kind of didn't use it again, because I can still use the Master Hysteria.
No ogre pain, no ogre gain.
The Maul. Ooh, cool.
Welcome aboard.
So I could get really lucky here. Hopefully I do. That I do indeed.
Astonishing.
And I should play this here. It forces them to play the Gore Howl, which is kind of what I want. And that's pretty much their entire turn done. Which means it's...
tune can hold
Oh, I'm not playing Gore Howl. Interesting.
No tune can hold me.
I honestly thought I lost this game, but I actually got some pretty good draws. We'll play this one first. And we'll put Reborn on that. Makes it a pain to deal with.
Astonishing.
I know, friend. Astonishing. not going to say it because it's an absolute nightmare.
Well played.
I always say it now. Oh, that made me. It's a guy. Yeah. I'm surprised I won that. I mean, from where we came back from to them having literally a full board, and then thinking, GG, this game's over, and even I thought that as well. But luckily, yeah, as I said, you play 2 out. You play to your outs. I knew they couldn't kill me that turn, so I had to draw cards. Luckily, I didn't waste any of my removal. I hoped my outs were going to give me what I wanted, and luckily, I did manage to get on that Mass Hysteria turn, and you know, we got a Holy Nova as well to play with. So we just kind of, board cleared our opponent to victory. So it's the importance why you should always play around stuff like that. Never just think it's GG just because that's the case. They could have value traded and kept their 5 damage burst potential plus in the core howl, and there's not much I could have done about it. And maybe not playing to a second board clear, but normally not expecting that in most matchups. But it's always be wary with Priest. Anyway, if you do enjoy the video, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.